Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade and this is How to App on iOS, episode 167. Good Lord, that's a lot of episodes. We're back looking at drums today. Good times, great taste. Yeah. Whoops, I forgot to silence my phone. Hey, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you are all doing well over there in the land of Facebook, watching this simulcast live over there to that famous place where dictators get banned. And if you do want to join the chat, you can type away over there on Facebook. We will see it, but you're all alone most of the time. So you can come over here to youtube.com/Jade Starr, or you can jump onto the official How to App on iOS website at howtoappios.com. And you can do the same there. You can watch the YouTube version from there too. Cool bananas. Yeah, mate. All right. So let's say hello to folks who are here today. Good to see you all. I can see you all tippy tapping saying hi to each other, which is always good to see. Andy Goldsby says 3-4. What's that, sorcery? Tom Rochelle is here. Joey Helpish is here. Scott is here. Russ is here. Stu Cash is here. Benedict Stewart is here. And as I scroll down, Ed Zelensky is here. And Dr. Zarders is here. And Alex Backus is here. Good morning to all of you. Good afternoon and all that stuff, or whatever time it is. I can't keep up right now. It's very early. Danny Broderick, hello. I think I skipped. I saw Dean here as well. Dean Thomas, hello. Cold Acres here, and he's got his phone in his pocket, so he prepared to get banned. Good times. Bubba, hi diddly do, hi diddly ho diddly do. Mark is here as well. Gary Hobbs is here and he's still got my effing lawnmower. Give me back my lawnmower, bitch. Yeah. So what? Ed B is here. Hello. What's going on, folks? I hope you're all doing well. So today is a toss-up of what I'm doing today, because I don't know, I felt like today was going to be, this week was going to be, I'm going to try and look at more, not so much electronic music this week, even though I started off with a synth yesterday. So remember too, if you want to be in with a chance to win 4 Waves, which we looked at yesterday, by Pablo Lopez, you can go back to yesterday's video and leave a comment, and we'll announce those tomorrow. Tomorrow's show is the second in our new series called the Warts series, where tomorrow we're looking at hope. Because, as I previously said, I think in yesterday's episode, what's the point if there is no hope? And I think, with everything that's going on in the world, I think we all need hope. And you can manifest hope into something really amazing. And, hope doesn't mean that everything is going to be okay, but you can turn hope into so much more. So we'll be looking at that because, after last year, and all the, it wasn't the year last year that was bad. It was just a multitude of things that came to a head that was really bad. But ultimately, if you have no hope, there would be no Star Wars. Oh, the zingers today. Also, tomorrow, I'm not sure if I'm doing another show as well. So, so today was a toss-up between looking at this app and what I'm going to do again this week as well. So, Wednesday or Tuesday for the rest of you. Is that right? Yeah, because it's Sunday for the rest of you. I'm going to be looking at this new bass amp called Bass Deluxe. So for the bass players out there, there's a new bass amp. I'm going to be looking at that, and we're going to be plugging in some bass and getting some bass. How low can you go? And then on Wednesday your time in the rest of the world, Thursday for me, I'm going to revisit the Spark amp, because I bought that quite a few months ago, and I'm going to see, has it been worth the money? Has it been worth the money? I'm going to show you what I've been using the Spark amp for, and what I like about it and what I don't like about it. But I like it. Lady Rodeline, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Is there anybody else I'm missing who's coming late and has to leave a note? I can't say anybody. If I am, smack me on the ass and call me Tuesday. So today we're going to be looking at, now I always had this app to look at sometime this week or next week. But this app kind of forced my hand to look at it because there was a post yesterday on the GarageBand users group about 3/4 timing in GarageBand and how there's not a lot of options, especially if you're not a drummer, you know, because as soon as you change timing in GarageBand for any project, what happens? You lose all of the loops. Same with 6/8 timing, you lose all of those loops and your auto drummer becomes pretty boring. So what are the options there? I mean, you can obviously, you know, play in your own drums. That's always an option, you know, to grab that virtual kit and tap along on the screen. If you've got an E-drum kit, you can tap along on an E-drum kit and do that. But, you know, not everybody has the ability to do that. So I was thinking, you know, what apps can actually do that, and it only just happened to be that I have Jazz Drummer ready to look at. Sure, it's jazz drumming, but there are specific sections in there that are 3/4 timing, which is really cool. So let's jump over first and have a look at our favorite little website. Hello, Brad Example. Welcome to the chat as well. Good to see you. And so speaking of this Lumbeat, who make Lumbeat, who make these drum apps, Soft Drummer is actually on special at the moment. So it's dropped from $17.99 to $13.99. How ironic that I'm doing one of their apps today and one of them has dropped in price. So that's pretty cool. If you haven't seen the review I did of Soft Drummer, I think I did Soft Drummer and Funk Drummer together. I'll put a card up the top, or you can just go and search How to App on iOS and look for Soft Drummer, and you'll find my review on that. So these drum apps, what's good about them is they have virtually the exact same interface. So if you've seen one of them, you've seen them all, and it's really easy to pick up. So Ed Zielinski writes in the chat, I'm torn between Soft Drummer and Jazz Drummer. Need to pick one. Thoughts? Well, hold those thoughts, because I'm going to show you Jazz Drummer and you can see exactly what options you have. And Nick Hamby's over there on Facebook, who's written, hi Jade, enjoy your show. I've got to eat. Love your work. Been going through your back catalogue on mastering. Lots of good stuff. Talk later. You're an angel. An angel, you say? An angel? Thank you very much, Nick. Most people think I'm evil. That's okay. So what else is on sale? So as mentioned over on Pete's show, oh God, he pops in the room just as I say his name. It's creepy. It's creepy, Pete. You're very creepy. Welcome to the room, Pete. So just on Pete's show, they were talking about an app called what's it called? It's sitting Slap. So I have this as well, and I'm thinking I might look at it tomorrow. It looks like to me Jazz Drummer is the only Lumbeat app that has 3/4. They all have 7/4, 5/4, but no compound meters. I know, Bubba. I went through them all too. I went through them all thinking, what if they all have 3/4? And I'm just like, hang on, this is the only one I can find that has 3/4. So interesting. Yeah, shut up, Coldacre. All right, keep your opinions to yourself. So I may look at Schlapp tomorrow, but that's on sale at the moment. So it's $1.99. It's really cheap. It's going to go up to $3.99, I think, $3.99, which is still cheap as hell. It's really cool. So, you know, support your developers, because just because, as I said this in the chat over at Pete's show just gone, just because it's free doesn't mean that it's good. I have heaps of free apps that suck. All right? So remember, free doesn't always mean good. All right. Got a bit lost there. So the other good thing about Jazz Drummer, so with the other apps like Funk Drummer, Rock, Drum Machine, Soft Drummer, they all have extra drummers to actually download as in-app purchases. But the thing with Jazz Drummer is you get 2 extra drummers, but they're part of the one fee, which is $17.99. All these apps are $17.99. You pay for what you get. So, and they're really solid, all of them. So I'm trying to go through all of them. Now, speaking of Soft Drummer, I just want to check, because I do believe, if I look at my updates, Soft Drummer's just had an update as well. And what's it got? Controls for MIDI mapping. So that was just updated on the Rock Drum Machine. More controls for MIDI mapping, small improvements, updated libraries, and some bug fixes. So we can download that. That's pretty cool. So, and I've spoken to the developer from Lumbeat quite a bit, and he is slowly going through all of the drum apps and updating them with the extra MIDI controls. And he is also getting ready to update iBassist. So if you don't know about that or have that already, and once he's updated it, I'll be doing a show on that as well. I'm just waiting for the update, and he'll send me a copy of it, and then we can get into that too, because bass players need love as well. Contrary to public speculation. Yeah, so let's jump in. We'll have a look first at Jazz Drummer. Have I missed any questions here? None of the others have 3/4 bar. It's odd since 3/4 is really common. I know, Tom Rochelle just wrote that, so I would have thought 3/4 was really common. But and hello to Cam, who's just joined the room. Hello to SM Borthwick. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's open up this app and see. Yes, Pete Johns, I wasn't going to go that far, but Pete said that bass players are people too. I mean, I think I don't know, maybe you're pushing it a little too far there, Pete. You know, Jesus. Whew, I'm sweating now. I don't know if I agree. Remember, folks, in Pete's opinion, bass players are human. I'm pressing the wrong buttons everywhere. Is it the same with 6/8? Like, I see this question heaps. Is 6/8 the same as 3/4? What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? Leave a comment on if you think 3/4 is the same as 6/8. How did I know Bubba was going to be the first one who writes, no, absolutely not. I'm curious to see what people think here. So it's not. You're wrong, Coldacre. You're wrong. So put your phone back in your pocket and pocket ban someone. You're wrong. It's not the same. But Google it. Look it up. All right. So here is the glory and beauty of the Jazz Drummer here. So if you've seen the other apps, you can see exactly the same interface, easy to get to grips with. So it's hard. You can put me in a timeout. I won't change anything. I don't type in the chat anyway, dude. Go for it. So here's the interface. Now, first I'm going to click up here. So you will know from previous videos, when you click on this little button here, normally this is where your in-app purchases would be. But as you can see here, straight up with the one download, you've got Joe, Max, and good old Roy. And Roy's got a pretty nifty hat on there. Look at Roy. He's got a pretty nifty moustache there as well. Look at that. Does anybody want to doof Roy? Anyone want to buff him? And Joe looks pretty happy-go-lucky, doesn't he? Imagine having that guy in your band. Look at him. Look how happy he is. I wonder if he'd have that smile if you stopped paying him for gigs. I don't think so. Anyway, virtual bucks. So, 6/8 is 3/4 twice as fast. Tick, 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 tick. Exactly. All right, so here are your selections with this app here. So as usual, you've got your bank over here on the side, and you can see you've got you can create favorites of your own thing. So you've got jazz, and as you click each one, you get a different selection of rhythms. So jazz 2, jazz 3/4. So there's a specific section here for 3/4 with a whole lot of little options there. That's really nice too. Straight eighths. Does anybody want to tackle eighths? Oh man, I don't want to. I'm not going to. So, and then we've got a bit of Latin jazz, right? For any of those Ricky Martin fans out there. Hello, ladies. Ricky Martin here. Geez, that could be deemed as incredibly racist. So we've got odd times, folks. So this is mostly my life, odd times. And you'll see here, there's a lot of like, what are these? They say sailing on 7, swing on 7, comping on 5. So if we click on them, you'll see these timing changes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at that. There's 7 beats to a bar. Isn't that cool? Does it make sense? And what happens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. You can see there's 5 squares to a full bar. Okay. Makes sense, yeah? 7. All cool. So if we go to 3, 4 and hit one of them, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm just messing with your brains. All right. Because that's what I like to do, yeah? All right, so let's hear some of these sounds. So we'll start off with just some jazz stuff. And, oh, sorry. So in the middle, you've got your rhythms. And to the end here, you've got your drum kits, different sounding drum kits. Now, I only worked this out today or yesterday. If you hit plus, and it comes up here, thanks for purchasing Jazz Drummer. Write a review on the store. But if you do it on the other ones, if you click the plus, there are actually different drum kits you can buy. I had no idea you could buy extra drum kits. So that's really cool too. So let's start off with a swing, just a standard swing with a jazz, and we'll pick a New Orleans kit at 110 beats per minute and hit play. And just like all the other apps, if you go down here to full, you get the full list of what's going on here with the toms. These are the toms down here. You get to choose your patterns along the bottom. You can interbreed the types of kits, so you can like take a hi-hat from another drum sound like this. You've got to change it to hats. Now I've removed, see, within this little section here, you've got the option to take out the hi-hats and change it to a kick. So you've got a bunch of kicks here, different size kicks. Some rides. So you can really mix things up. Change the kicks over here. You can just go crazy. Make whatever kit you want. Let's try a few different beats. So we've got a backbeat, the word is on the street. We've got an open hat swing. So on this little jamming section down here, you can decide how many bars it takes before we have a fill. So you can change it to 8. And you can change up things like the randomization of stuff, which I think is really cool. You can have like a crash symbol after every fill. Sometimes. Maybe kind of sort of. Which really works well for jazz. Right? Because jazz, as you would know, a lot of people don't understand jazz. They're like, oh, what is it? That's not music. That's not music. Jazz and heavy metal get classed as not music so often. And I like that kind of randomization. So if we change it back to 4 bars for a fill, you'll hear that the randomization is really cool. It just decides. Now, the other good thing is with these apps, what I really love, these two sections up here at the top, and you'll see what happens too, because we're using this at the moment, so it's using a fill every 4 bars. Every time you're getting ready for that fill coming up, you'll see where it says 4 bars here, it'll light up. See that? That's when you know it's heading into a fill. Just these little touches are really nice on this app. All these apps. Plus, so these two sections here are just 2 of my favorite bits. This is where you've got total control over the perfection of your drummer. So to change the preciseness, to make him just a standard drummer, just give him that little bit of looseness. This really works well on things like soft drummer and jazz drummer, because there's more of these jazz beats in here, and jazz is all about that looseness and unpredictability. We're using them on rock drummer, you really notice the rock drum machine. So even when you hit the drunk section, it's kind of okay. And you can change all these bits individually. You know, you can change the average, so you can change the whole lot together, right? Or you can change these individually. And these color codings, just if you don't know, so this is the heaviness of how each part is played. So this very grayish, and then it gets lighter and then really dark. So these are the heaviness of each hit for each part. So when we go back and have a look, you can see the different colors here. So you can see that these hi-hat hits are darker. So you're getting heavier hits. It's really cool. You can manipulate these so much. It's just such a beautiful app. And this other section here, if you see, I can change this here. And just like GarageBand, you increase the drummer's complexity. So you can hear they're doing a lot more in here as well now. It's the same kit, same beat. And you can pull it right back. So you think if you've recorded a whole bunch of like guitar and bass already in GarageBand, you can actually record direct straight along with the rest of those instruments and change this live and pull it back and bring it more complex and pull it back. So you can actually do all that absolutely live using it as an inter-app audio. So that's really cool. Okay, so let's just jump over to the Jazz 2. So you got a whole bunch of different... We'll run through a couple of the beats in here. Now notice a lot of these, when you change to them, they're all, they start off with a ride. You can switch between the ride and the hats. Just sitting up here, you've got toggle ride hat. So you can just click it and we're over to hats. Click it again to ride. And the same with your cross snare. So you can go to a tap, a rim shot. I hate saying the word rim shot, reminds me of porn. Back to sticks. And you can do that with all of these sounds. So let's head over and look at, what have we got? Let's just check out a couple of these. We've got a camel ride, speaking of... Yeah. So you can see here, these are your toms down here. And you can just touch on these at any time and change the strength of them. Make them heavy. You can add in beats anytime, anywhere you want. So you can go in here and add a few more. So you've got complete flexibility to add whatever you want, and then you can save these. Nice and easy. Just by hitting the save button. Okay. You can favorite these, anything you want. You can change them, manipulate them. You can add them as a favorite. Let's get back over here. So we'll head over to some 3/4 stuff now, yeah? Let's have a look, and then we'll open up GarageBand. And we'll put something in there at 3/4. So, this fits in perfect because Pete just did a happy hour on yesterday, doing a whole bunch of 3/4 and waltz timing. And here you have a whole bunch of waltzy stuff. So you got a jazz waltz. Let's get it going at 110 beats. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I love this, right? In this 3/4 section, you've got a question and an answer. Which is really cool for those sections where you've got question answer vocal parts going on, especially in jazz. This happens heaps, you know. So you've got instruments asking something and then there's a response. So ask and a response, ask and a response. To have that kind of thing built in here is really, really cool. I love it. Let's hear some straight eighths. Whoa. There's some timing for you. We can change kits at any time. So before we jump over to GarageBand, we'll just go through a couple of other things that you do have here. So exactly the same as all the other apps here. So you can change the patterns in here. So you've got 3 different patterns you can switch between. You've got individual sounds on the kit. You actually have a mixer. So if you don't want to go in and change the color of the hits, you can actually go in here and change the levels of your ride. You can change the panning, so you can see each one that you set, so that they already have panning set to them. So you can see this ride's panned slightly to the right. You've got this hi-hat panned slightly to the left. So there's already panning. So it's very deep. All these presets are really deep within themselves. Plus you have a nice selection of effects here, a compressor and a gate, EQ, delay and a reverb. So there's lots of stuff hidden in here, which is absolutely beautiful. We already had a look at this jamming section with, if you have a crash after each hit. And then you can go ahead, and we've shown this in other apps. So if we head over to 3.4 here, I could choose this all swing. See what that sounds like. And then I just hold down on this first pad and it pops up, lets me choose a color or a jam intensity. Then I can change it to, say, sailing in 3. Hold down on the next one. Let's say change it to a lazy waltz. And I can hold down here. So you've just saved 3 patterns that you can flick between at any time. And you've got these extra buttons here. So at any time you can add a fill just by clicking fill. You can just make an entire 20 bars of fill. That's what this show feels like sometimes. Again, here you can switch between hats. You can change this setting to fill at every chance. So every moment there's a spare, it'll throw a fill in automatically for you. And then if you want to wrap it up, you can just hit fill and end. Pretty cool, yeah? So and most of these options that you find down here, you can find sitting up here as well. So you can individually turn on the compression, EQ, delay or reverb up here. Don't know what's not letting me turn it on there. You can click this button up here at the top, and it gives you all of your mixer board there, plus all of the effects all in one place. So it's really cool. So there's just this. What I love about these apps the most is they give you plenty of options to get to the same place. So down here you can get to all these areas, and up here you can get to virtually the same areas. Then you have MIDI mapping as well too. Now, as I showed you at the start, Soft Drum has been updated with extended MIDI mapping options. So has a Rock Drum Machine. I'm pretty sure this one's going to have the update soon for those extra options, where you can assign your MIDI controller to do fills and all that kind of stuff, and really extend your MIDI keyboard that way. Plus all of them have the song mode, where you can create parts. So you can create a new song, name it whatever you want, blah, and you can choose your drum kit, you can choose your drummer, hit save, and then from there you can add parts and decide, so I want to have this 3/4, I want to have like a question, and we want this to go for 4 bars and have a fill at the end. I want the intensity about here, and then you hit save, and there's your first part to your song. So easy, yeah? And then I want them to go into the next part, 3/4. I want it to go into an answer, 4 bars. We'll bring the intensity down a bit, and we'll put a fill and hit save. And what it does at the end, if you don't have anything else, it automatically, on this track here, if there's nothing there, it puts an end to the song. So now if I hit play on this, you'll hear it'll play these 8 bars and then end. and you should hear the intensity go down and a question and answer over 8 bars. So let's have a listen to it. Now it's dropped right down. And you can see it gives you a countdown over here of when it's going to end, and that's the end. So you can create a whole song in there as well, which is ace. Really, really ace. So let's jump over to GarageBand now and look at these 3/4 sections in GarageBand. If you're getting some fun out of the show, remember to hit like, please. Oh yeah, and I have these other fancy things I can do here, I think, too. What's this? If I hit that and FB, you can join our Facebook group. Look at that, fancy. I didn't even have to type anything except 3 letters. Cool, so here we are in GarageBand. Let's create a new song. And we'll create just a vocal track first. And we want to go to fun, because we all love a bit of fun. Man, when did fun mean sex? When was the time that fun turned into sex on the internet? Like, I don't know. I get so confused. People message me out of the blue on Facebook and go, hey, after some fun? And I'm like, I don't know, Yahtzee? And then they block me. Weird. All right, so let's change this song here to time signature to 3/4. And there we go. Now, just to show you here, day 1 of the internet, says Tom Rochelle. In the beginning of the internet, fun became sex. Oh dear. Why do we always go down this bizarre path? Right, so what you'll notice here, let's show you what can't happen now on GarageBand, because we've changed the timing of the song to 3/4. So now if I go to loops, and okay, here we've got some loops here. I want some drum loops. I want to add some drum loops. This is interesting. There's a whole lot of like voice samples. There's a whole lot of like animal samples and Hindi, what? And Japanese number 0. Where's the drums? Where's the keyboards? Where's all the fun stuff? Oh, that's right. GarageBand say you're not allowed to do any of this stuff because 3/4 doesn't exist apparently to Apple. Take care, Gary Hubs. Be good or be terrible. So yeah, so a lot of people who rely on using drum loops are just absolutely cut out of the equation. It's almost like Apple is saying, well, F you, if you don't know how to play drums without a virtual drummer and want to change up your music to 3/4, F you. Right, even when you use the auto drummer, let's bring up the auto drummer here. So here's the drummer. Let's go with Kyle. Let's give Kyle a bit of fun. Click on Kyle. What can Kyle do in 3/4? Let's have a listen. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so let's change up his kick and snare to number 1. Dun, dun, dun. Hang on, it's the same. Dun, 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 dun. All right, what about 2? Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, all right. What about 3? Dun, dun, dun. All right, it's a little bit different. Still not great for options. Dun, dun. Yeah, I don't know. I love this one. They just take out the snare altogether. There's just no snare. What the hell? What about 8? Yeah, okay. Cool. So you don't get many options there. It's pretty bleak. So here's where this comes in. So let's bring in some tracks. Let's because you do get other options with like the auto guitar and stuff like that. So we'll bring in our auto guitar and turn this on. And you'll notice, for those who don't really understand 3/4, just think of it like counting in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you'll notice when you hear the countdown, 2, 3. That's what you get for a countdown. Instead of 4, you get 3. So what have we got here for guitar? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Man, why is the B note on the acoustic guitars in auto guitar and GarageBand super loud? Why is it always so loud, man? It's unbelievable. Like, B is the hardest string to tune on the guitar, and it's always the loudest in GarageBand or auto guitar. But let's just use this, and we'll record like a 8 bar or something. La 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 la. Cool, that'll do for now. Let's add some bass in there. Again, not many options here. We'll hit the auto for bass. What do we got here? Okay. We'll go with this one. All right, so we shall hit record. Okay, so now we want to bring in some drums. It's probably not going to work with these particular tones, but let's do it. So how do we do it? How do we bring in these 3/4 drums from... oh, yeah. You're right. I forgot to do that. We'll just change it to upright. I think you get different sounds too, don't you? Yeah, you get those ones. Let's use that instead. Thanks, Baba. I forgot. So we'll delete that track and we'll throw in this instead. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. So there we go. We just got that simple beat in there. Now we can head over to our clean, fun vocal mic, which is used for playing Yahtzee. And up here we can click on the little jack there and go to Inter-App Audio. And we want to choose an instrument because that's what a drum kit is. And then we can just click on Jazz Drummer. And it's all fancy and it just connects it all up. So now you've got this little icon here. You can just click on him and you come back over here to our little Jazz Drummer. And I want to bring this up to 110. So it is the same. So we've got 110 over here. And now we'll just scoot back over here. Let's just grab this Sailing in 3 and go back over here. And when I hit record, it should record some drums in, I think. Cool. Now you can change this. If we jump out of here, it's not perfect. So let's just delete that. Let's do some copy and pasting here. Let's give it a bit of room. So we're going to change these bars to whatever. We don't want 800. That's a bit extreme. Okay, so then we can grab these little parts here. And we can then loop them so they go on forever. That's nice. Look at that. That song goes on forever and ever and ever. Yeah. Deep Gravity asks, hey Jade, if we send you a track for mastering on the app thingy, what
what format do you want it in? Or you just you're talking about it from Patreon. You just have to send me a mixed down WAV, so a WAV file. Zip it up and put it on like a sharing service, like, you know, Google Drive or OneDrive or whatever, and just send me a link to it. Right, so now we can just hit record on this, and we can go for it. Go over here. Jazz meets folk. Doesn't really work well with the acoustics. But I'm showing you an example, just, you know, basically throwing what's here. Sitting on the you know, the virtual guitars. If you're playing music, remember, if you're playing jazz guitar or you've got actual riffs that are going to suit jazz, I'm just trying to show you that how you can get extra drum beats in 3/4 for this example. Ignore the basic music that I'm putting in here. I mean, honestly, we could just remove this guitar. That's the pain in the ass at the moment. There you go. Yeah, and you're right too. Bubba is right. There's a swing in there as well. So, but this is the stuff. This is where you can fine tune this to actually suit what you're looking to play. Remember, you can change all this up within the app. That's what's beautiful about this app. You can find. I'm just throwing out stuff willy nilly here because we only have a short amount of time to do that, you know, to go through this. So, you know, this is up to you to go away and make all your music here. Let's see. So also remember, what you can do is, and we've covered this on another show, but I can show you this quickly here, is we can, in song mode here, so once you go over to song mode, all right, you can actually split these tracks out. So we'll do, because we've only got a couple here, whoops, you can actually click on this arrow here, because we've only got 8 bars here. So if we hit this little arrow, you can actually mix this out into a full mix in one audio track, or you can split it into a multi-track. So we'll do a multi-track really quickly, because it's we've got plenty, because it's nice and short. And what it does is it takes its time to split these tracks up into individual parts of the drum kit, and then you can import them as individual parts, and instead of playing live along through GarageBand. So you've got, you know, plenty of options to import stuff how you really want to. I mean, that's the ultimate. And you can go back and watch other videos around these apps, because I've done this, other examples of this, showing you how to import these tracks this way. So, but it all depends on how if this kind of thing is going to suit you, if it's going to work for the kind of music that you're playing. And Dean Thomas says, use all the 7th chords on the guitar, instant jazz. There you go. There you go. And Ear Screw says, Bubba is my next band name. Might be a next song title for FMC. So we'll let this do its thing. Hopefully it's unfortunately I can't speed it up. Maybe I can, if I get out and push. We can make it a little bit faster. But as soon as this is finished, we'll import this over and bring these tracks in, just to show you what you can do. So, I mean, here's the thing. You can
you can get your music all lined up, so you can have all your guitars, bass, everything all in GarageBand. Then match up the drums that you want over here in real time, playing along with the previous method I've just shown you in GarageBand, get everything sounding great. Then you can go ahead and import all the tracks like I'm doing now and drag them across, so you're just not left with one single drum track, because or you can mix the drums over here in Jazz Drummer with the mixer, the inbuilt mixer that you've got, or just bring them all in individual tracks like we're doing now, and then add your effects to each drum part to get the flavor that you want. The beautiful thing about these apps, beyond the amount of customization that you have with all the kits and everything, they're really good and sounds like they sound like legit drummers. Every one of these apps that we've looked at, and I know $18 US and £18 in Australia, just think yourself lucky. It's like $28 or something here in Australia. So much more expensive, but you really do pay what you get for. This is I would say you could call this exporting stems, because you are creating audio files, not MIDI files, so they are audio stems, and it's an 8-track mix of your drums, so you're getting all 8 parts. And what's good about it, remember, when I showed you the mixer earlier, some parts of the kits were panned left and right, so as it's mixing these tracks down, you're getting all that panning as well, automatically built in. So you can go ahead and change all that panning before if you want to do that in GarageBand. But if you don't want to, it does it for you here in this app as it's mixing down the stems, which makes it nice and easy for you. Some people like to customize and get down into the nitty gritty of each particular thing of each particular part of the drum kit, and some people just want it to work nice and easy. So you've got definitely, you've got many different ways to go about things. So it looks like we've exported, and what happens is you can now save this. So I'm going to save this into my document. Let's see if I can save it into files, and then I'm going to save it. I could save it directly into here. Yeah, I could do it into here. I don't know if I can or not. I don't want to push my luck. Let's just do it this way. Will it work? Is it gonna? Yeah, so this will work. So I'm going to save it directly into my GarageBand file transfer. Okay, so hit save. Now, will this work? Hopefully it'll work. Maybe it won't. Maybe I'm gonna have to do something else now. That sucks. Let's see. I probably still have to go through that process. Damn, I didn't think. So if we go into here, files, and look for, what was it called? I can't remember what it's called. It's called Blah. That'll do. So if we search for Blah, so it's got some soft drummer ones. Oh yeah, so here's the jazz. See, I have to do that. Now I have to do this. Think. All right, so I have to go in here now and find that folder. Where is it? Blah. Man, that sucks. And it's not going to let me do it. Or did it? No. All right, so. Man. It's on my iPad, isn't it? So let's go by date. Man, I'm still not used to iOS 14. So it should be sitting up the top. It's not. Fuck you. Let's just go by name. GarageBand. It's file transfer folder. No, it's not in iCloud Drive, is it? No, it should be on my iPad. Where are we? GarageBand iOS. Where's the folder?
There it is, transfer folder. And now I'm supposed to find the folders. There they are. So Jazz Drummer. Fuck me. Yeah, I know. I've got a brain injury, Bubba. I'll tell you what, folks. I've spent the entire day yesterday in bed. I haven't been well. It's a struggle even doing this. So I'm going to move these right now. I'm going to move these into the where are we? GarageBand file transfer. Cool. Now let's try that. That should make it easy. And now if we type blah, there we go. So there's Jazz Drummer. So now we can grab these individual tracks and move them across into here. So track 1, track 2, track 3. This has taken a lot longer than what I wanted, so I do apologize. Did I not bring track 3 in? So we got track 4 in there. Let's just put that there. Track 3. Track 5. I'm doing the right ones, am I? 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so now that we've done that, we can skip this, get out of here, and mute that. I'm just going to pull the bass out of there. Man, what a shit, what a clusterfuck. So, but there are all the tracks. So you can see exactly what you can do with these multiple tracks. So, and the difference is too, if you can't do it in GarageBand, but you can export the MIDI files in one big MIDI file. But unfortunately, it doesn't work in GarageBand because it doesn't allow you to drag the MIDI file into a drum track. But you can do it on things like Cubasis, or you can do it in things like Audio Pro, or anything else that allows you to import MIDI, that's a DAW, or anything like that. You can do that, but not GarageBand, of course, because that's of course. So swing the bass in the quantize area. So let's do that. See if it'll work. Oh man, quantize, swing. Do we want a light or? That's too heavy. Did I even import them at the same time signature? I don't know. I've got a massive headache. All right, anyway, you get the idea. Yeah. So, but you can export as a single drum file. You can export as these 8 tracks. You can export as MIDI, but not in GarageBand because that will make it completely difficult for you. So that is. So, yeah, but if I put out 16ths heavy. Anyway, you get the idea. So, I'm going to go take some paracetamol big time. Anyway, folks, that is it for today. Hopefully tomorrow's a bit better. Hopefully I'm not as ill. And but you push through. That is, I didn't even want to mention that I wasn't well today. But these things happen ultimately, and you just do your best to push through. But I've got a splitting headache right now, so I'm going to go lay down for a bit. So, but I will see you tomorrow for the same stuff. Remember to hit like, and you can join the Facebook channel. Check out the website at howtoapponIOS.com. Remember, you can also go ahead and leave a comment on yesterday's video, and we'll draw the winners of what was it called? 4 Waves Synth tomorrow, and
But also tomorrow we are doing the Wart special as well, talking about hope. So that should be good. Thank you for the well wishes, folks. I don't know. I'm actually going in for a blood transfusion sometime this week, so hopefully that'll sort some things out. Head over to Joey's channel right now. Let me see if I can grab a link to that. If you don't know how to get to Joey's channel, let me see. YouTube. Looks like has he already started? Why can't I see him up in my list? I can't see him. Let's see, Joey Alpish. There he is, live now. So I'll copy a link to this and put it in the chat. You can probably hear him playing there. He's doing a live stream, so I'll put this here in the chat. There you go, folks. So head over and chill out to Joey's music. Thank you very much, System Ashore. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow, yeah? Have a great day. Be good. And do what makes you happy.